Hey guys, it's Chaos Enjoyer here after the video, popping in to filming a segment to put before the video. I just wanted to let you guys know a little content warning here that this does contain some brief graphic violence. I'm not sure how YouTube will respond to that. We'll see. I think it'll be fine because I'm not like a big channel or anything. And I mean, it's still images, and I mean, you've seen this game's art style. So from a horror perspective, I don't think it's that bad. But I just figured I'd let you guys know in case you're a squeamish sort. Anyway, sit back, relax as much as you can for what's about to happen, and here I am. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Chaos Enjoyer here, and today we are returning to Scarlet Hollow. Now, as you may have already noticed, something's a little different here. I've decided to drop the face cam for this game. And now this is going to be like a game-to-game decision, of course. It's kind of nice having less pressure on me already without that face cam, but the other thing is I feel like with this more artsy game, my face cam doesn't really do much. If you guys find yourselves missing it, please let me know. I'm very new at this. This is only my third gameplay video. Anyway, last time we got to town, met our cousin, met this lady Stella, and currently we are going into the woods to look for Skunk Ape, if I recall correctly. Now, I think last time was kind of set up. I have a feeling things are going to get good this time, so I'm excited to jump into it here. Let's get started here. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. Speaking of a chill descending, I'm no longer congested, as you may have noticed, so there won't be any weird cuts this time. Unless I have to, like, drink water or something. It's so great being uncongested, guys. Take a moment right now, if you're not congested, to just take a deep breath and really appreciate that. Because I feel like we don't do that often enough, you know? By the way, I'm talking with my hands right now even more than I do when I have a face cam on me. Anyway. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel more alive than I've felt in years, definitely. You feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. I love this dog so much. Hold on, what was the button to hide the display? H, I think. Yeah, yeah, yes. Dog. Look at that dog. I love that dog. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. I have a feeling that that's what's gonna happen here. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. I think skunk apes are pretty fun. You know what else we can talk about? We can talk about your pug. I love her. I think it's a her, if I remember correctly. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. That's not good. But he was fine. He had some folks from town bring up a pulley. Sorry about that. Whew, I forget to breathe sometimes. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie she is not. Lassie, you say? It took about an hour to get loose. You know, Lassie is a dog. There's also a dog over here. Hey, why don't we talk about that dog? I love this dog, guys. In case you haven't picked up on that yet. There's a dog over here, and I love her. Look at that goofy little fella. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto Old Duke's property and nearly got my head shut off. This Old Duke seems like a lovely fellow, right off the bat. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. I wonder if that's a way you can die. If that's a way I could die. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Until tonight, when everything will go wrong. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged as pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. And these trails are a ways off from his farm. And if it makes you feel any better, I've been out on the trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. Dog. The dog moved. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. Sorry, I'm dehydrated. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as can be. I even carry bear mace. Me too! And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? And now allow me to clarify that when I say bear mace, I mean boiled peanuts. Alright. That's a thing that I can do. I wonder if anything else will change there. Oh, there's like a, yeah, dialogue history. I'm only just now interacting with this UI. That's the save button, obviously. And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? Exactly, right? And I have boiled peanuts with me at all times, so... What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than cryptids, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Yes, indeed it was. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. Sounds like a lovely spot. I'd love to go to Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage, with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through it if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s, too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep in my dresser as a little souvenir. Bottles from Tetanus Lake. You ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? I have a feeling we might run into a few ghosts or demons out here. You know, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old, abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. Did you bring your dog? Was the dog there? I love her. The dog. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. They gave the dog a little butthole. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So are you, Stella. Repent! So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Whatever you say, you know, it's not impossible. I don't know, none of these really line up with my opinion on aliens. I feel like this is the jokey answer, I think. This was the government wants you to think. I feel like personally, I don't believe that aliens have, like, visited us or that they're, like, anywhere within reach. But I mean, Fermi paradox, which is, with infinite possible planets out there, life must exist on one of them, yet we haven't found any yet. I feel like that's what I subscribe to, is, like, Like, there could be aliens out there. I don't think it's impossible, but I don't think that we've met any yet. But, you know, I guess I'll say, of course I believe in aliens. I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck just stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. And suddenly it looked like daylight. Whoa. Suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the field, birds in the sky. Then this metallic, like, egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it had never even been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky should be. I know it's a second-hand source, but there's plenty more like it, and if there are true, better hold on to your pinkies. Could have been the government. It's not like they don't have a history of conducting weird experiments on people. Sure, the government does messed up stuff on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over what they do as I would over extraterrestrial beings. So if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? I like that. I like the way you think. I just say, I have no idea where this game's going. It could go cryptid, which I think is the most likely, gonna be like supernatural sort of thing, but it could also be aliens. Or ghosts and demons, just kind of supernatural. I'll die one day, and so will you. Hold on, I think I forgot to read the last one. Good thing we have dialogue history. Hold on. Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right, or if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day, and so will you. And eventually there will be no one left who remembers us or what we did in our lifetimes. Damn, you've disarmed me with your nihilism. And now I feel an empty pit in my soul at the thought of the vastness of time. Aw, don't worry, isn't there some comfort in the inherent meaninglessness of our actions? I mean, I guess so. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. It's old Duke. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie. Just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? I love the dog. I love Gretchen. That's the name of the dog. Skunk Ape? Sorry, I asked. And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You are... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. Hold on. I think I'm gonna, screenshot this here. I think that's gonna be my thumbnail. Ooh, okay. Hold on, I'm bringing up the screenshot interface. I've never done this before. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. This game's really bringing out the tough decisions today. I think I've decided I'm going to save my boiled peanuts till like the last possible moment. You once again remember the dripping bag of boiled peanuts you have on your person, and briefly consider offering them to Duke before realizing that it would probably be more of an insult to anything else. You keep them hidden away. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and I won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What sort of critter is that, old Duke? Yeah, what are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? What did you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damned camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did. But I had yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunka-bungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, dude, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else, except for the plot. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-aged Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. But if you find a mountain lion, don't kill it. If there are any in the Appalachians, they'd be highly endangered. Killing one might actually be a crime. At the very least, it'd be a crime against nature. By the way, I just remembered, so the traits that you can choose at the beginning. First of all, there's the one where it's like, no door can hold you. If you recall the locked forbidden wing from last episode, I bet I'd be able to open that right away. I also am considering talk to animals, because look at that little doggy. Look at the little doggy. Oh. If I ever play this again, I'll definitely go with talk to animals, because look at the doggy. A crime? And what about the crimes they committed against me and my chickens? Ain't murder one of the worst crimes you could commit? I'm just serving justice where it's due. I think it at least deserves fair trial. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. Can't you just use a tranquilizer or something? Non-lethal? Killing another animal isn't going to make things right. It won't bring your chickens back, it'll just cause the potential extinction of a subspecies. Oh, right. Let me just go to my truck and get my tranquilizer gun and prescription-grade darts. Are you kidding? I don't have that kind of shit lying around. I do. My parents used to use stuff like that sometimes. My mom could write prescriptions for the darts, and I still have a box of them in the shed. Though they're probably pretty old by now. I don't know how long they're supposed to be effective for. And there you have it. It's kill or be killed tonight. And if you ain't careful, you'll wind up in the middle of it. So go on, then. Go on home. Fine. I see you won't be moved, and I respect that. But come on, Sean. Let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. About time. Have a nice night, y'all. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Could be very suave here. Yes, I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt. Yeah, I want to turn back because that's a smart thing to do, but as always, I'm embracing my inner Sean Spencer. So would Sean Spencer turn back right now? I don't think he would. Never. And you don't have to worry about old Duke. He's never actually shot anyone. Yet. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Yay! Go on an adventure with your new friend. I just got a Steam achievement, by the way, in case you did. A path in the woods. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ooh, found footage. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the gorgeous Sean, why thank you, and I found ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent Skunk Ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we got to take in all this gorgeous scenery. Do I flirt? I really want to flirt. So quietly look into Stella's eyes. I feel like that would be a little creepy. View isn't the only gorgeous thing out here. Hard to take it in, what with all the danger. It's breathtaking. Man, the stars sure are pretty tonight. Yeah, let's go with the view isn't the only gorgeous thing out here. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, Gretchen's got a hell of a mug. She sure does. Oh, your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. Haha, no need to come to terms with your own mortality just yet. I'm sure it's nothing. Let's check it out. Dude, this is actually kind of creepy. This ambience is creeping me out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Oh, okay. Okay. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. That was really disturbing. I'm unsettled now. I don't know what that was. I didn't like it. Geez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. Did we look at the same deer? Did you see that? Did you see the same deer? When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. If something bad happens to that dog, I'm suing the developers for emotional trauma. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? Why do you bring Gretchen with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around the woods at 17! Dang! And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. Or maybe she's died several times and has been replaced with a new pug each time, systematically, like a goldfish. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? You know what else defied the laws of nature? That freaked up looking deer. Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, then we get right into the night's activities. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take the trail mix, extra M&Ms. Take a snack bar, dried apricots, sesame sticks. No thanks, not really hungry. You know, I'm between the dried apricots and the trail mix. Honestly, I think I'd go for the trail mix. You grab the trail mix. Classic choice. It never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms. And I left out the raisins. No one likes those anyway. Girl after my own heart here. Optimal trail mix experience. You look at the doggy. Look at the little doggy. Oh my goodness, I love that. Also, notably, the eyes watching us in the corner, I think. You see that? You noticing that over there? 'Cause I am. I sure am. You and Stella settle down and overlook snacks in hand as quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Santa Barbara. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Sean. I live in an internet cafe. I live in a 12 by 12 shed in someone's yard. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I think I'm gonna say, in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in, and then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is a complete lack of respect for any boundaries. Which reminds me of this guy I met on the bus on the way here. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food when he thinks he's being really sneaky about it, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And we are still being watched by the eyes in the forest. And he infringes on my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes even attack the door until I open it, then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. Which of course also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Almost like he wants me to watch him. At least once a week he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in. I am just trashing this guy. I did not think it was going to be that bad. It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him, and no matter what I say or do, you two don't seem to notice the eyes staring at you from the forest! Am I the only person seeing this? I probably am. It's like Alfred Hitchcock, Let the Reader Play God or whatever. Cause I'm seeing the eyes of the woods and Sean is not. I'm separating myself from Sean here. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat. Oh, it's a cat. It's not like I could just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? Well, you know what I don't do for a living? Get watched by the eyes in the forest! Well, what do I do for a living? I'm a streamer, that would be funny. I'm in the service industry, I'm a teacher, I'm a student. I'm a first-year associate at a big law firm. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I build programmatic ads for a company nobody's ever heard of. I'd rather not say. I'm a psychic detective, actually. I think the closest I can get to that is first-year associate at a big law firm. I don't know. I think I'm like college age here, I have to say. I'm a student. Still at school. I've got a work-study program going on right now that keeps me going, and sometimes I participate in research studies that throw a cool $20 my way. Do any of these research studies involve getting watched by a pair of eyes in the forest? Oh yeah, I've always wondered what it'd be like to study at a big city school. Living in a dorm with a bunch of people your age, staying out late and eating pizza, meeting people from around the world. Though I guess you're not doing the dorm part, but I couldn't leave these beautiful woods behind. These beautiful woods and the pair of eyes watching me from the corner of them. This is my home, and I love it here, and I think leaving would just make me miss it. So what do you study? Psychology. Wow, do you think you're gonna be a therapist? Yep, I want them big bucks. What can I say? It'd be a nice paycheck. Even though it's a lot at school, maybe I'll be able to pay for a better life once I make it through to the other side. You know, the best way to make it through to the other side would probably be to deal with the creepy eyes watching you from the forest. Key 9. For a moment you think you catch something and thank you! Thank you! Ah! For a moment you think you catch something in the tree line from out of the corner of your eye, but before you can see anything, it's gone. It was there the whole freaking time, man! It was right there! Man! Sean. I think I saw something out there. Might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. It was watching us! It was just fully watching us. Me, specifically. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up. I should have gone after it. Why didn't I go after it? I'm already regretting that. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job, because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Keeping the house in the family? Is it just you? Yeah, it's just me and Gretchen. My parents died a few years back. But it's okay, I've done my mourning. Life goes on, and we still get to live in our beautiful family home, just me and Gretchen. It could be a lot worse. Oh, another chance to use my signature line. Will it work here? I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. Huh. Welcome 2 characters in episode 1 to the Dead Moms Club. Ha, I guess we are. It worked this time, kinda. How are you holding up? Huh. I'm okay, hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I kinda come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. It's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. It's showtime. Everything else went quiet. Here are all sorts of wildlife just a second ago, and now it's quiet. You're right, and whatever made that sound is close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. Please don't go in there alone. I don't want you to die already. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. Let's go after it. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh. Crud. Oh. Oh god, the monster's got you. We're gonna die out here. It's okay, settle down. No one's being attacked. I just tripped on something weird, lost my footing. No, poor thing. Must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Pregnant! Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion that's been getting at your chickens. If this is an explorer, I'll go with this. There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. I don't know what the rules on YouTube are about bad words. I'm kind of hoping I don't get in trouble for this. But it'll be alright. Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera, too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. I know there ain't no such thing. Haha. Examine the chicken. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. Does kind of look like there's like an outline there. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against your harness. Examine the growth. Good God. First you might have thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. It happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar these days. That's great, Duke. I don't know, it kinda looks like there's something in there. Looking more closely at the growth, you think you see something squirming inside. Pregnant. Examine the wing. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concern. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Okay. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. We might want to put this thing out of its misery and do a little autopsy here. Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things is gonna pop out of her? No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained. Maybe some antibiotics, that's all. Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion that's been getting at your chickens. Yeah, no shit. In all my years, I have never seen anything like this. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. Then a guttural moan. And then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. What the hell is going on? The voices? Oh, I have no idea. She starts filming again. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. As Duke scoops up the injured birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded. The strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. This is so... Oh... What in the hell is that? This is kind of freaking me out, guys. You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates as the thing steps forward, fixing what seemed to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. No! Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to... If something bad happens to this dog, I swear to God, Black Tabby Games. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my God. What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A pattern of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at its shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, get your grubby little hands off my bird! Get the thing away from Gretchen, dog comes first. I'm so sorry, Duke. I love this dog more than I love you. You died for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Duke? Oh. Oh my God, what do we do? Okay. First things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step 2. What's step 2? Yeah. That. Okay. Deep breaths. We have to do something. What if we chase after those things? Get as much footage as we can. It's the only way anyone will believe us about what happened. We owe it to Duke. Stella, you froze. If you go after those things and you pull that again... Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. The man is dead. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception once we're back at the main road. Okay. As you and Stella quickly make your way back to the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me go by my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. I'm gonna call her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that I'm okay. Your message sits unread. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I guess she must be worried about you. But, first things first, let's call the police. Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello? Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the Asgina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl, who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. Or we get in the car, yeah. Takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers. Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses, despite it being the middle of the night. Lore? Why would he be wearing sunglasses in the middle of the night? See, right there. The thing jumps out of the woods, then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they are, they aren't human. They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But Okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. You notice Stella pop something out of the camera and slide it up her sleeve. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you, and... Who are you exactly? That's Sean. He came into town today for the funeral. Oh, right, sure. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist, for your own safety. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. The cops usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Stella is quiet and stiff next to you, back rigid as she stares out the window, jaw clenched. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease, hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. I guess we just saw a man die. I don't know what to say either. Looks to me like she's just got a bout of car sickness. Must you actually thought walking home sounded like such a good idea. Guess whatever y'all saw out in them woods wasn't as bad as an upset tummy. I'm sure she'll be right as rain once we get back down the hill, though she best try not to hurl in the meantime. We wouldn't want Franklin here to have work late cleaning the squad car. We're only a few minutes away now. Y'all had better keep it together until then. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. Fox Mulder. Sure. You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I made her laugh. I'm good at that. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gritchy. And y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. So we've got good cop, bad cop, but it's not a routine. It's just how they are. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk home? That's a fair question. I just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. I thought so. I kind of figured it was something like that. I thought it might be specifically cop cars, which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. Huh. They seemed a little blasé about everything. Sorry if I can't believe they're waiting until the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? And what's worse is I think they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. The truth will get out. Even if they don't believe that footage, those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clear footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. Sure, why not? Let's keep this nightmare going. You alright, pal? Seems like you might be losing it a little. All the more reason to visit my friend's mom. I always leave her place feeling lighter. Come on, she's just down this way. I hope she's still awake. Stella knocks on the door. From the forest! Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Stella, I think someone's watching us. She turns to look. Sean. Jesus. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Sean. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. Tea? And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Sean. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Tea is life. I'm a tea drinker myself occasionally. But not like super passionate about it, I guess. I'm very picky with my tea. I love, Christmas in Paris is a very good herbal tea that I have sometimes. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. And Duke. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. I am not going to offer her my boiled peanuts. How did you know that my mom died? You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. Yeah. How did you know that my mom died? Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. Yeah, I don't think I want to do either of those, so we need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries could wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. By the way, I don't think I said this. I just formed this opinion myself and forgot to say it. That little pointy thing that was in the mouth of the thing that tried to take my little puppy. Well, not my dog. Stella's dog, but little puppy, the thing that tried to take my little puppy, the evil demonic creature. I think that little pointy thing, I think that getting stabbed with that would result in the impregnation, like the chicken, you know? Just a theory, though. Okay, anyway, go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out the card she'd swiped from her camera and pops it into her phone. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Cops are going to be mad when they find out you kept that. Only if they figure out I kept it on purpose. Don't worry, I can play dumb when I have to. As far as they'll know, it was an honest accident. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? So she definitely knows, like, everything. Ooh, I hear the tea. The tea's ready. I need to plug the memory card into the computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'd be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika. Keen eye. Kanika's door is covered with stickers. Their edges fade from recent but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen. Who's a good potato? And a stranger. A cute stranger. Oh god, I said nothing. Haha, did you just call me cute? No, you must have misheard me. This is Sean, Tabitha's cousin. Oh, right. I heard he was coming to town. It's a little late. Why are you two here? Sweetie, we were wondering if you could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Sean and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. I'm fine too, thanks for asking. I'll just stay silent. Poor Duke. Poor Bo. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Bo, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything, so I assumed Bo was his wife. I'm wondering if it might be his son or his husband. I mean, spouse isn't out of the table. See, first of all, I assumed Bo was a female because reasons. Every time well, not really, I guess, now that I think about it, but, you know, first time I heard the name Bo was in a mock trial case where Bo was a female, so, you know, I kind of associate that with the B-O spelling versus the B-E-A-U. I feel like Bo is B-A-U, the four-letter one, is more of a male name, while Bo's more female, generally, as far as I've seen. I mean, to each their own, though. I'm so woke, as the kids say. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. I agree. Those things are still out there. And as long as they are, more people are in danger. So very true, but not for the reasons you think. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. More like bitchlings. Anyway, she always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Sean with this Tailipo crap. I've heard the name Tailipo before, I know that. Hold on, I'm whipping out my cellular device and Googling that, because I know I've heard that before, definitely. I mean, that's a cryptid, of course. But, okay, so a Tailipo is, it's a cryptid. Yeah, I thought so. Story, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, that's the one where it's like, they take the tail and the creature's like, give me back my Tailipo, and then the guy's like, I don't want to return your Tailipo, and then like kills him or something, I don't really remember, but, you know, he takes the creature's tail. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Exactly. Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. I saw something living in that chicken. I saw something squirming around in that chicken. Oh god, do you think they're incubating in things? Gross. Yeah. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late, and I should let Sean get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can stay up. This is important. Huh, okay. Maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now, and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. That sounds great. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Sean. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? Not at all. Well, this is me. Are you good finding your way back? Are you sure I can't stay here? I don't like the thought of having to go up that mountain road on my own tonight. Sorry, Sean, I think I just need some time alone tonight. I'm sorry. We'll talk tomorrow, alright? I'll see you around? Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. Stay safe, buddy. Continue down the path. I think I'll get home and then call it a video for today. Almost home. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Try the door. Oh, thank God. You're back. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Do you know anyone named Wayne? I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. I watched a man die tonight. I went into the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptid, and it ended with us watching a man die. Ah, so you met Stella, then. That explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna save here. The old estate Duke dead. Can you tuck me in? Are you serious? Tuck you in? No, go to sleep. Alright, you're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. You thoughtlessly stumble into your room, and before you even fully realize you're there, you've already collapsed onto the mattress, exhausted. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seemed like something that happened to someone else. Though you could still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Ooh, sunrise. Oh, wait, that's the end of episode 1. No. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to spend money. I mean, there's no way I could just leave it here, guys. You know I can't just stop. I didn't know it was gonna be this good. This animation is awesome, though. All this, like, parallax art. Is this... Who is this? Who's that? Is this my house? I don't know who was crying in the basement. Was that Tabitha, maybe? No. Lambs grazing in the field. The eyes watching from the darkness. This is so atmospheric. The abandoned mine. The door ominously opens. Ugh. The locked door. Mysterious locked door in the forbidden wing. What lurks behind the locked door? Unfortunately, that does seem to be the end. I was correct in thinking that. Yeah. Wow. What a start to a game. Thank you so much for playing. This is the end of Ditchlink. Finished episode 1. Bell Pepper finished episode 1 with Hot as one of your traits, and I got another achievement for Keen Eye. If you'd like to continue your story, your saves will automatically carry over into the full game. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. I'll save over this one. Alright. I like how there's all the explorer options. I am gonna exit to the main menu here. Wow. How much is the rest of this game? I am actually about to be getting employed pretty soon, which is gonna mean... Yo, isn't that the guy who did Moonbeam Ice Cream? I love that guy's music. Please, wait. Anyway, yeah, so there's gonna be more of this, because that was fantastic. That was actually that was creepy. That creeped me out a little bit. I love the story. I'm so curious to see where this goes. Yeah, and apparently this just gets, like, bigger and bigger as you get into more, oh my gosh, those are adorable. But, anyway, what's the about? Just curious. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm gonna call it here. I will see all of you in the next one, and there will be a next one. I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna buy this full game, and I will bring you more Scarlet Hollow. I will bring you more Scarlet Hollow. Thank you all for watching, and good night.